All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and say peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists or he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means he is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites. There's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latins, Hispanics. We're the people that make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel. The self-proclaimed white man, they're not white, they're red. They are the Idumeans or the Edomites, according to the Holy Bible. All right, right now, we're prophesying against Esau, Edom, right, in Babylon the Great, which you people know as America, but according to the Bible, this is Babylon the Great, place of great confusion. You know, over this weekend, they just had the Pride Parade out there at Cobb's Hill. You know, different parts of East Ave. So you have a bunch of, Leslie's, Transformers walking around, man, wicked ass people. But that's promoted as okay here in America because this is Babylon the Great. But the Bible prophesies a great destruction against Babylon and against Esau, man. You got a lot of false prophets out there. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, Friends of Yahushua. Friends of Yahushua.
Yeah.
What they're saying is that in order for us to be saved, you got to forgive Esau to make it to the kingdom. You know? So there's a lot of false prophets out there. There's a lot of wayward doctrines and demonic spirits running around, you know?
Also, my walk was going in on that, I saw saying that Russia was going to be
New rulers.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was, I saw it was on his what's his name? You know what I'm saying?
Live chat. This is Acts 20, verse 29.
Acts what?
This is Acts 20, verse 29. For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. All right, and this is Apostle Paul talking to the elders of Ephesus and the Ephesians. You know, tell them once I leave, you gotta watch out for wolves in sheep's clothing. You know. Which that links with Matthew. This is Matthew 7 and verse 15. Matthew 7 and 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they're ravening wolves. Like even some of them may even teach the name. You know, but you listen to the doctrine that they're spewing, it's madness. You know, for you to say Esau, we have to forgive Esau in order to make it to the kingdom, that's madness. Right. You know, in order for you saying that after Babylon the Great is taken down and Russia's going to rule, that's madness.
Well, where does it say that in the scriptures to do that?
What?
That's rhetoric.
Doesn't.
Okay. Exactly.
It doesn't. It says that Jacob ever love Esau as I hated.
Right.
Most I hates Esau. It says he's a vessel for dishonor.
Right.
You know. It doesn't. It said that he gonna use his people to take vengeance on Esau.
Right.
You know, say he's gonna be forgiven. You know.
And back to what you said, that a lot of them teach teaching the name, but they teaching false prophets when that goes by. They came to Yahweh Shai and said, Lord, did you prophesy in your name? He said, we wait for you, words of iniquity.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And then they did away with they did away with the garments too. So they're just out there, you know.
Regular day.
White tees on.
Yep.
T-shirt man.
Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Right. So their fruit is what they're teaching. So you know what type of men they are. Now maybe what they sell, did they sell out, or you know, we don't really know. You know, did they take a bag, or did the Lord just bug them out? You know, but they left the truth to teach their doctrine, which is a false doctrine, which makes them a false prophet. So now we didn't have to mark these men because they're causing division. You know, which I'm gonna get that in Romans too.
You can see the lights is out there. They are the spirit's not there. It look like they possessed.
What's that? Romans 16. Yep. This is Romans 16 and verse 17. Romans 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned, and avoid them. So that's offensive for you to teach our people that we got to forgive Esau in order to get salvation. That don't even make sense. Scripture says, first of all, it's all predestinated anyway. And then you have to repent. You have to believe on Yahweh Shai. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, has to put it in your spirit to even think about Yahweh Shai, to worship him, to believe in him. All right? Then by that, through your faith, that will bring salvation. That has nothing to do with forgiving Esau, man. Esau is a vessel of dishonor. He's not going to be saved. You know, he got to be punished. You know, he got a great judgment coming.
Yeah, I think they take certain scriptures out of context that tell you to love thy enemy, but they don't understand that that's talking about your kindred, your brothers, you know, or you love thy neighbor. Or what it says, I will not abhor the Edomite or something.
Right, which that's from Deuteronomy 23:7.
Yeah.
But the apostles broke that down, how that's
Yeah.
actually a clerical error.
Exactly.
And the word there should be Assyrian, because
Yeah.
it's dealing with Abraham and its people.
Right.
You know,
right.
which Jacob got his wife of Assyria.
Right.
You know, and I believe so did Isaac. You
Yeah.
see?
So they kind of got bit. They kind of got bit with the bug of wanting to teach, but they're not studying and shooting themselves a fool.
Right.
That's the thing about it, though. You know what I mean? They're not studying to go out to properly teach. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of them come out of Christian churches too, thinking they know the scriptures. They try to mix it in with what they call Hebrew Israelism and shit, and make a whole nother fucking church-style doctrine.
Yeah, Christianity is dead, man. The Most High is not, and His Spirit is not in these churches. You know, the doctrine that they're teaching our people, it dumbs you down.
Right.
It puts a soft ass, feminine nature on you, man.
Right.
It's like the brother that came up that Friday. He had a feminine spirit. Yeah,
Yep.
that shit was bad.
You know, man, grown ass man, full beard, feminine. True, but that's what Esau wants. You know, he'll castrate you. You know. Back in Matthew 7:17, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. And the evil fruit is the doctrine they're teaching. No, even with these other camps who don't really want to push the name. You know, the scripture says that the name is a strong tower. The righteous shall run into it and be safe, man.
Right.
You know, and you call upon that name when you're in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, and that was going to give you a faith booster in the future because you're gonna think about it like, man, I called upon the name and the Lord delivered me.
Right.
That's going to help you in future situations.
Right.
You know, calling it's power in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It's
Yeah.
not power in Jesus or Yahweh or none of those names, man. You know,
I think even in the world, Jake, it's a name for that. I think they call a name drop. Like, you know what I mean? You can get certain privileges by knowing somebody. Say, oh yeah, that's my man. What's his name? Somebody fan celebrity.
right?
I'm cool with him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You could get in certain places by knowing certain people, by saying so and so name.
Yep.
So how much more the Lord?
Yep.
Same thing when you watch the old kung fu movies and shit. When they be some a person say a person name, oh, I'm Master Saint Quan. Oh, you're Quan.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
Yep.
You taught by him.
Yeah.
oh, come sit down, have mine.
Yep.
Right.
Because that name brings what a reputation.
Exactly.
You know, the Yahweh he delivers or he exists. Excuse me. Yahweh Shai he saves.
Right.
So that's a reputation. But who does he save? Israel.
Right.
Not everybody.
And not only that, the name also it brings fear. It says it is dreadful among the heathen. You know, so that name is a two-part. I mean, it saves and it, you know, inflicts fear.
This is Proverbs 18, verse 10. Proverbs 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. So the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you're supposed to call upon that name with faith. And that's what's going to deliver you. Because it says in Sirach, whoever did the Most High despise that called upon him. So we're supposed to call upon his name. You know? Like before we started, we're speaking about how a woman, you have a woman, you would want her to, you know, speak up and call up for her husband. We're the Most High's woman. You know, so we should be in the spirit of crying out. You know?
I get the precept.
Yes.
I get the book of Psalms chapter 20, verse 7. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the one Yahweh.
Yep, beautiful. Beautiful precept. I have another one to back you up. What's that? Psalms 34. Psalms 44.
Psalms 44.
This is Psalms 44 and verse 4. Psalms 44 and 4. Thou art my king, O power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Command deliverances for Jacob. That's the cut right there. Jacob, his name was changed into Israel. That's dealing with the 12 tribes. All right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latins, Hispanics. And it's evidence that we're those people, man. The curses, they fit us. You know, who's the salt of the earth? Our people. People I just named. We're the best at whatever we do. You know?
Where the Lord shows the people. So why there's no scriptures that say that when you can take out Jacob and put Esau,
Right.
or Japhet in there, or Elon?
Right.
Why is it not? Why is it specifically always talking about Jacob for our deliverance and destruction from all the other nations? Common fucking myth, man.
Psalms 44 and 4. Thou art my king, O power, command deliverances for Jacob. Doesn't say Esau.
Right.
You know? 5. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. So it's by the name we're going to overcome. You know, when the enemy coming like a flood, you best believe brothers gonna call upon that name, and that's gonna activate the miracles. Or from that, the angels are gonna manifest themselves. Or however the Lord deemed to have you delivered. Would He send another brother to help you, like He sent Habakkuk to help Daniel? You know, because some brothers gonna get that power. You know, Psalms 44:5. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us is not by our own power. Okay, because our power comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It doesn't come from guns or training, or physical combat. Even though brothers is warriors, we're into that stuff. You know, that's carnal. Our salvation ain't gonna come by that. Our weapons are more spiritual.
Well, as the scripture says, we battle not against flesh and blood, but principality. Evildoers in high places.
Demonic spirits.
Exactly.
Demonic entities working on the mind of these people. A demon hop on you just like the Matrix.
Right.
The agents can hop on anybody to fuck with you.
Yeah.
That's what the demons do. They hop on the people around you and they aggravate you, try to get you out the spirit. It's every time you notice every time you're trying to do a lesson or a video, somebody want to call you or something, you know what I mean? Like that's how it go. But that's Satan trying to agitate you. But whenever you read, you study, you get tired, you fall asleep, that's those demons messing with you, man.
Because you could be physically strong, but there's always somebody stronger than you. And then when a demon is added to that person, goddamn. How much more stronger are they going to be? So, this you can't rely on yourself, your physical attributes to deliver you. The Lord will have to.
Really, it's just Satan. He wants to sift you. So he wants he wants to agitate you. He wants to get you agitated in the mind. He wants to get you agitated with brothers. He wants to destroy this thing. But it's not something he could do because it says the gates of hell shall not prevail. You know what I mean?
We call them STDs, spiritual transmitted demons.
Yep. You can really get that fucking with these women.
Was that the one they got sexually transmitted wingworms or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Well, shit, down there in Houston, they had like almost 50,000 cases in 1 week. Hot girl summer. That's your hot girl summer right there, man.
It's like that monkey, what happened to monkeypox? That nasty shit. They said it was the HOs to the MOs was spreading that shit.
Back in Psalms 44 and verse 6, for I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. So brothers may have what they have at their house. That's their business. But our trust is in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's not in carnal weapons. Verse 7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. Verse 8. In the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever. Salat. And that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to continue to push and praise the name Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're going to continue to expose false prophets because we're contending for the faith, What the precept I just read? Psalms 44 and 7. Or 8. Yeah.
She looked, she stopped, looked at me, and she was like, then she walked over. I said, that's probably the name, surrounding us,
Yeah, that hedge. Keep moving. Now we're going to go to Jude. This is Jude 1 and verse 3. This is Jude 1, verse 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. So we're earnestly, man, contending for the faith out here early. And contend means to what? To fight. So this is a fight. You know, so they come out with their false doctrines. We come out with the truth doctrine. You know, when the Most High made Moses a god before Pharaoh, what did he do? He came with those right hand miracles, and they came back with the left hand miracles. But it got to a point where Moses brought the lights, the left hand magi. They couldn't keep. They was like, oh, this is too much. This is the finger of God. You know, this is the finger of God that's doing this. So it's gonna get to a point to where we can't mess with these guys because Most High is with them. You know.
That just goes into what the Pharaohs had. They magic. That's going to Esau technology as well too. On the science.
Yeah. He gonna use his AI. He gonna use his robots. You know, you got eater robots. You got drones. You got all type of advanced weaponry. You know what I mean?
Did you see that? I think I sent it to you.
Oh damn. Hey, why do y'all about Shimmy out shy? So you come over here.
That's the same group. I think I seen it in the group chat where they show like a whole bunch of drones in the sky, and they gonna be scanning people to make sure see people who got the chip or not. So if you ain't got the chip, police gonna be, they're gonna send the troops after you to hunt you down. When you put the chip on you right in there, or you gonna get put to death.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be enemy of the state. Have you seen that trailer for Gray State?
Yeah, I've been seeing that. Yeah.
I believe that's going to tie in with Egyptian against Egyptian.
Yep.
But also in the midst of that, it shows you the mark of the beast, because they show you the woman going in the store, the aisles are empty, and the guillotines, they taking it. But that's what it's going into, a police state. Oh, this whole thing with the crash, with CrowdStrike, I believe, what they're supposed to do is prevent hackers and antiviruses, things of that nature. They so-called had a system crash, which it could have been an inside job or just a trial run. And I had to work that night, right? And about 2 a.m., all the systems went down. And we got out at 6 because there was a mandatory extra day overtime, right? So it was 6:30 to 6, right? So for those last 4 hours, we wasn't doing shit because we couldn't, because the computers were down. You got people that can't access their bank accounts, all right? And they're also saying that a lot of people are not going to get paid from the work you're about to do this week. So, yeah, shit's about to hit the fan.
Because I know when I went to the Ephraim mechanics, and the other day when I was, it was like, oh, I can't give you a receipt right now because the computers are down. It was Friday. You know what I'm saying?
We had to drive to Mass, right?
Yeah. But
it wasn't really no cops. But you know why? Because if they were to pull you over, they couldn't do shit anyway. Couldn't. So I call all y'all about shit outside.
I seen a lot of state troopers out yesterday too. A whole lot of them for some reason lined up, like all out state troopers. I seen more state troopers than the actual Rochester police.
Damn. Because they're militarizing. They're getting ready to make their move, man. They're doing how you say it, exercises. I'm gonna get back to the scriptures. This is Jude 1, verse 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. So switch gears. Let's get on the Great Reset. Could you look that up, Baba Kashaw? Just like, what is the Great Reset? Or something to that nature. Because I was looking it up, and pretty much it starts with the 2020, right? Which we know that was a test run. So how they're gonna lock things down and make everybody come to them. Pretty much what they want to do is start a new world currency, and this is being done by the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, which he made a statement saying that you will own nothing and be happy. Which you don't own anything in America anyway.
Right. We did.
You just renting.
But when you call yourself buying a house, you gotta pay mortgage, After the mortgage is paid up, then you still gotta pay taxes.
And they have something called an allodial title, right? Which that's if you have an allodial title, then you definitely own that land. But they don't teach you about that in America. You can never obtain that.
Mm.
You rent cars, you rent apartments. You know, you never gonna own nothing. You know, you got it.
Read it or
Yeah, I'll read it out, brother.
well, the first thing popped up was from Wikipedia, and it says the Great Recess. The Great Reset, excuse me. The initiative is an economic recovery plan drawn up by the World Economic Forum.
Right. So it's an economic recovery plan, because what they're doing is they're collapsing, you know, the dollar. You know, if you notice, the price of everything is going up. You know, I went to go grab simple things like peanut butter. That's just $5. Jelly $4. Bread $5. So it's a whole $20 gone right there, pretty much. What three, 4 items.
Right.
So the price of everything is going up. You have what's called shrinkflation, where you could buy the same product, and they're making it look like it's the same size or amount, but it's a smaller amount. That's called shrinkflation. So that's going on too. You notice you buy something, you ain't this, you know, you run through it quicker, it's because you're not getting the same amount, but you're paying more.
Right.
You know.
I went to the Mojo's yesterday. He around dude like, man, the chicken, man, costs a lot of money, man. He's like, I don't know what to do, man. He was just telling me that yesterday.
See, that's the spirit. A lot of these places, a lot of these people, they're going to start going back to their country because they can't make a living.
Right.
They can't send the money back home like they used to. The crime is just not worth being here, so they're going to leave.
Right.
You know.
And continuing on, it says, in response to the C-19 pandemic, the project was launched in June 2020, and a video featuring the then Prince of Wales, Charles.
Right. So June 2020 was that was about 3 months after the scamdemic.
Yeah.
Because I remember my daughter was born a week before that was announced on the news.
Yeah.
All right. So it happened in March.
Right.
So 3 months after that, they came out with this great reset.
Right.
But this is all alluding to bringing out a new world currency. Notice it's World Economic Forums.
Right.
So what's going to be the new currency? Rice,
Digital. Yeah.
the chip.
Yeah, you can clearly see it clear as day now that they use that whole plan, mimic as the catapult, as they would say, the springboard to launch this, mark that's coming. You can see it. It's
That was their Trojan horse.
exactly.
Because they got the people afraid, right? What they
Yep.
did, they got you afraid.
Yeah.
They made you take the jump shot.
Yeah.
They knocked a lot of people off with that because they want population reduction anyway. You know, made you afraid, made you come to them. Then they in there. Another thing that happened, they took out the middle class. Because you notice in Revelation 13, it says rich and poor. They don't say ain't no in between. And at one point in time, you did have an in between, but not anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. And it says Charles was released to mark its launch. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's pretty much it for that little paragraph.
All right, that's the point. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 1. Book of Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. So the Most High has watchmen. The modern day watchmen are the prophets. Okay? In the ancient world, when they were set up kingdoms, the watchmen are very important, man. Okay? Because they watch over your kingdom for invaders, attackers, people coming to infiltrate. things of that nature. So they give the warning. So that's the prophets. That's what we're doing now. We're seeing things. We're warning you about it. We're warning you about the hour of temptation. Because the great reset, that's going to lead you into the hour of temptation.
Right.
You know?
Right. They are very important because like a lot of movies you watch, when they have the guards and they fall asleep and some shit happen, they get put to death, bro. Remember Enter the Dragon? With Bruce Lee?
Yeah.
Remember Bruce Lee snuck into the underground operation? And they let that shit go down, and they sent Han sent Bolo on their ass.
Yep.
He broke their ass up.
Yep.
Because they fucked the watch up.
Yep.
Y'all let this motherfucker come in here?
That proves that instant in season, out of season.
Yeah.
You can't take breaks.
Yeah.
Because us being a watchman and also the sheep,
Right.
so we're constantly feeding. Like you brothers are being fed, sheep tuning in, they're being fed.
Right.
You can only fast for so long.
Exactly.
You can't be over righteous thinking you always shy, I'm gonna fast 40 days.
40 days.
You're gonna die.
There was a demon that did try that shit.
Yeah, I believe it was a Hamite, his ass died.
Yeah.
So and also you can't starve your sheep.
Right.
So if you're a shepherd, Yahweh Shai says he's the good shepherd. So that makes us like little shepherds to a degree. So we're constantly feeding and warning.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I actually, if I can add real quick, that video you sent with John Rich that did that interview with Carlson Tucker, Tucker Carlson. There's an extended version, so I kind of tapped on that. So he was talking about and how in the book of Revelation, the Christian churches don't want to touch on it, and they say like when the rapture comes, people are expecting them not to be here when all these eagles hit the world.
Yeah,
But he said that they're not telling the people that if they be here, like, you know what I mean? Because that's not true. That doctrine is off.
I'm sorry, but that's another fall. I'm glad you brought that out because that's being pushed too, and also the hell doctrine.
Right.
So you have people that think they're gonna going back to that guy. He believed in hell, and we had to show him that Satan works for the Most High.
Yep.
He's a total Christian.
Yeah.
We didn't get to about the rapture.
Yeah.
He might have believed in that. I'm not sure. Kind of came out about the UFOs. But that's a good point you made because that's another strong delusion.
Exactly.
The Lord shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. So you're going to have people thinking that we good, we're going to get raptured. Yeah, it might be in a concentration camp, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's your rapture. Take it right to that concentration.
Take you to a concentration camp, torture you to make you take, because it got to be a conscious decision. To make you take the MARK. If you do, you're going to get nuked. If you don't, hey,
Because that's basically you denouncing the Lord.
Right, exactly.
You're putting Esau and his government up as your God. So that's basically like what's those movies with Kirk Cameron? The End of Day movies. You know what I mean.
It was called Being Left Behind.
Left Behind. But in the movies, they always, what I've seen in them is they always want you to denounce the Lord. It's like denounce him. Denounce him.
There's another movie, I'm going to send it to you. It's called, send it to you, brothers. It's called Six, The Mark Unleashed.
I've seen that, yeah.
That's a good movie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It started with the dude, he's a non-believer, but then at the end, he believed and he became a martyr. So the scripture talks about 12th hour Israelites, brothers that's going to come in at the last minute. They try to make him denounce.
It's truthful. And you can tell these guys is watching,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew Israelite videos. But the stuff John Rich was talking about, it's the same stuff, for the most part, a lot of camps talking about. I don't care if you're watching IUIC, ISUPK, for the most part, the bulk of it, you know what I mean, is kind of the same doctrine,
Yeah, that there with the camps, there's a few disagreements, but for the most part, they're teaching that we're Israel.
Exactly.
They're teaching our people, the law.
At least the older school camps.
Yeah.
Like the IUIC. And these new camps, like what you said, the guys teaching that you got to get Esau, these new ass,
Yeah,
nuances.
Yep, friends of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. Bugs, weirdos, man.
I saw talking about Russia. They was saying that some years back though.
That's not the first time I heard that
I
either.
heard that.
He pretty much saying that after Babylon's destroyed, Gog and Magog is going to rule. But it says that while this place is being destroyed, the Lord's going to deliver his elect. The New Jerusalem going to come. So how long they going to rule? They're not going to rule. You know? They're Esau too.
Right.
So I says, set thy face against Gog and Magog. You know? Back in Habakkuk 2. Back in Habakkuk 2 and verse 2, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, the blue screen of death. You know, a lot of people that went to catch flights, right? They got stranded. You know, they went on vacation, hot girl summer this, hot boy summer that. They got stranded, and they're not getting refunded for those tickets. You know, and people are going to the banks and not able to get their money out the banks. So there's gonna be uproar. People are gonna panic, man. It's gonna be a large amount of confusion out here. People not gonna know what to do. They're not gonna be able to get their money. People gonna be working but not be getting paid. Shit's gonna get crazy out here, man.
I hope that happens this week.
Right, Lord willing.
Well, no, I've actually seen videos where people said, these youngsters too, talking about they tired of working these jobs that ain't worth working.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid. One guy said, he said Amazon work you like a slave. Only thing they missing is the chains and the whips.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I've worked at places like FedEx and shit. You know, them packages keep coming.
They keep
them
coming.
shits be heavy.
But you know now, the shippers, the price for international shipping is going up.
Yeah.
And also what the blue screen of death did, that halted a lot of your shipments that got ordered.
Yeah.
They end up getting delayed.
Yeah.
So it's going to be disruptions. It's going to be all sorts of disruptions. Because it says that there shall be no work for Egypt. You know, so ultimately all work is going to cease anyway.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of truckers that not even moving no more.
Freight.
No wheels moving.
Yeah.
You know, they got to sit down. They got to make YouTube channels and shit.
Right.
You know, people having to do other hustles to make ends meet. You know, but when that blackout come or the cyber attack, because that's what that was. You know, how it affect the police.
Yeah.
You know, shit don't just affect the cops like that. So there had to be a trial run.
Right.
You know.
It's so much shit happening all at once. Even with the housing crisis, the rent's so fucking high, people are getting put out and with nowhere to go. So now it's a homeless population, and then these encampments. There's the typhoid. What's that? They said it reminds them of the Black Plague gonna happen. Rats and shit running around, diseases.
Yep.
Shit crazy.
Yep. Back in Habakkuk verse 2, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. So the runners are the prophets. And where do we run? Out here. Or right to the press record and upload a video. Because we're looking, you know, we're looking at the internet. We're standing on the tower, watching out, seeing what's going on, and we're reporting it.
Right.
You know, and the angels, they're doing the same thing. And the word angels means messengers, so we're angels too. You know? Verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So now, for all these test runs, it's speaking. So that should show you that we're at the end. All right, the rights device is speaking. Martial law, the test runs, the exercises, all of these things are speaking. You know, Esau being exposed. You know?
There's a scripture, although it tarry, wait for it.
Yep.
Shall happen.
Yep, that's right here. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So it might seem like it's taking a long time, but it's here, man.
Every what they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. I mean, it's happening fast enough to where you can see. I mean, we see it because we're looking at it through a spiritual lens and through the scriptures. But even these Gentiles, these people in the world, these 2/3 see it. They see it.
Yep.
We seen countless videos where they like, no, something don't feel right. Just something don't feel right. It feels strange out here now.
People have a feeling of impending doom,
Ominous.
ominous feeling,
Yeah.
eerie feeling.
Yeah.
Because you could tell something's coming. Beanie Siegel, I feel it in the air.
Yeah.
You know, he made a whole song about that. You know, what's this called?
Phil Collins.
The Sermon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Edges 15. Second Edges 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. My people is the Israelites. The words of prophecy are the prophetic words from this book that are written down by the prophets. Because we just read in Habakkuk, it said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. So it's plain, but you do have men over you to teach you. Just like it says in Hebrews, you have need that one teach you again. So we had to be taught again. You know, but at the same time, we're standing up in our lot because the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets. You know. 2nd Edges 15 and 1 says, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and cause them to be written in paper. There it goes again. The Lord is saying, write it down, what I'm telling you. Or the vision that you're getting, write it down, because some brothers have dreams.
Right.
And the Lord show them things.
Like John on the island of Patmos.
John the Revelator.
What you see, right in the book.
That's how we get the Bible. That's too much for some people.
Right.
They say man wrote it. Well, man did write it, but what kind of man?
Exactly.
The prophets.
And by who? By the inspiration of Yahweh.
Which when you break down that word, inspiration goes into what? Inspire, meaning to breathe in. Which what did the Lord do to Adam? There you go. Second Edges 15 and 3. I'm sorry, 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, because there's many non-believers. But like what Paul said in Romans, which I'm going to get, it doesn't matter if they don't believe, man.
Right, yeah.
Because we do.
Antichrist.
Yeah, exactly. You know? This is Romans 3. Romans 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. Hey, it don't matter if they don't believe, man. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. He's bringing these prophecies to pass, you know?
That's why sometimes you can't help yourself when you get into talks about, the world being God and Jesus. You know, you got to tell them, like, I don't believe in Christianity. I just believe in what the book says. You know what I mean? Ultimately, what the book says. Because all these religions are man-made, and they're specifically white men.
Right, Mormonism, Joseph Smith,
Yeah.
baptism.
Christianity.
Yep.
Pentecostal. Whatever religion you could think of, for the most part.
Romans 3 and 4, finishing off, it says, God forbid, yet let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. This is Isaiah 42 and verse 9. Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So before this place is destroyed by fire, the Most High is using his men to tell you about it. Okay? Before the economy collapses and there's a new way of commerce, buying and selling, bartering, the Most High using his men to tell you about it, man. Before the pestilence, the earthquakes, oh, even down there in Houston, there's still people without power because of Hurricane Beryl. You know, you got men down there bugging up. You don't have any, it's hot as hell down there. No power. You know?
So that's the Lord giving you an opportunity to get right. It says seek him while he may be found.
Exactly.
So the Lord is gonna never have to where you can't get out of a situation because that won't be a just, righteous, thing to put somebody in a situation where there's no way out. I mean, that's crazy.
That proves that that proves that there's no hell.
Exactly.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, forever. Like, you gonna burn in hell forever.
They'll be unmerciful.
Right.
That it conflicts with the promises of Abraham.
Right.
You know, it don't make no sense. You know. Back in 2nd Ezra 15, in verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And there's a lot of non-believers, and this is why 2/3 of our people are going to die, because they were set up to be blinded, so they couldn't get this. They were set up to have their ears stopped so they couldn't hear. So that makes them unfaithful, so they're going to die.
That's why they said knowledge and accessibility should be works outside. Because we would know not to take that because we know what's coming behind us. 2/3, they're going to just take it out of fright, thinking this is going to be the new way. Miracles going to last forever. This is how we're going to have to live. So, even though they might not want to take it, but they're going to do it out of scaredness. I got bills, I got kids. They're going to do it now, understanding that once you take that, you don't know when the news is coming, but it could be within the next week, 2-3 months, or a month. The nukes is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because when that comes out, things are going to move real quick. Because that's Revelation 7. The Most High didn't let the destruction loose. So the elect will be sealed, and destruction is going to come quick. And the Lord said, behold, I come quickly, my reward is with me. That's that crown of life. That's what we're fighting for, man.
That's why you go out there, it's Matthew 24. He said, it's Matthew, when he was saying, that no flesh shall be saved if these days don't speed up.
Yeah, I'm going to get that. Because really, when you think about the food, the chemtrails, the injections that we had to get growing up, even what we're going through now, standing on concrete, wearing shoes all the time, we're not really connected with nature. You got to go to work. You don't really get proper sunlight. Most we probably get is at camp.
I think the Fuji said it best, killing you soft.
Yep.
Little bit by little bit, they knocking you fucking down.
Where is it? Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, man.
He wants to torture you.
Exactly.
This is Matthew 24 and 22. Matthew 24, 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Most High had to shorten the time, else wouldn't nobody be delivered. He'd kill everybody. With the chemtrails, Well, that's doing so much damage. You know, is you don't even notice it. You know, but you feel the effects of it. There's massive animal die-offs.
Right.
Different animals beaching themselves. You know, the food that you're eating is not real anymore. Yeah, he's gonna come down with a great rat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna come down. But he know he ain't got too much time left because even the Lord said he's gonna shorten the time for the elect's sake.
Well, he got bounds he can't pass, so he can only
Yeah,
go so far with his wickedness, his experiments,
yeah.
his technology. You know who he's going to chip, because he's going to get a lot of people.
Right.
You know, matter of fact, let's go into that. This is Job. Uh,
17, I think.
let's quote it.
Job 17. I want to say 9. I know it's in Job.
Can you quote it? Where you
Hold on. I was reading it last night.
see raining while he's eating?
Oh, you talking about the Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one. Talking about the bounce he can't pass.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we get that one too. I was going. This is Job 20. Job 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? You found it?
It's Job 14.
Okay, all right. Gonna get that.
I was just reading it last night.
This is Job 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So he only has so much time to rule. There's only so much wickedness he can do
Exactly.
for he reaches his limit, and the Most High smack him down.
Yeah.
Okay, and once he gets smacked down, he's going to use his people to take vengeance on Esau. Esau is going to serve slavery, captivity, 1,000 years. And then according to Obadiah 1 and 18, it's going to be done away with. You know?
Not enough in a big bonfire.
That was in Revelation, I think, too, when he says he came out of the caves. He was only for a season.
Yeah. All right, let's go into that. I know what you're talking about.
That 1,000 years.
Yeah, yep.
Let loose.
Yep.
I think 16,
I believe it's 20.
20.
This is Revelation 20 and 1. Now I saw the angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. So that angel is dealing with Yahushua. You know, which Yahushua is the top angel.
So how they made what's that that folklore tale of King Arthur? He's the only one able to pull a sword out.
Which that goes with Yahushua. He's the only one that could loose the seals of the book. You know, and because this is the sword.
Exactly.
You know. Revelation 1 and 18. Quick precept. Revelation 1 and 18. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and of death. So that hell It goes into a condition of suffering, a time period of suffering. And death is the grave. Hell is another word for hell in Hebrew, Sha'al, which means the grave too. Which Yahushua, he rose Lazarus from the dead. We shall, the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. That's what it's going into. Back in Revelation 20:1, now I saw an angel come down from heaven having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. So this is dealing with Europe, because pursuant to 90 AD, the Israelites took over Rome, which is why this new film, Gladiator 2, they showing the Emperor Macrinus as Denzel Washington, because Jake's still ruling. You had the good emperors from Nerva, Hadrian, so forth and so on. I don't remember all the names, but
Yeah.
It's crazy. Slack. Where does that go across that pit? Because again, when I was in IUIC, it was a book that was called You Pit.
Oh wow.
That's what they said.
Did you have it? Did you happen to read it?
Nah, Nate had it.
Oh, he kept it for you. He kept it for himself?
Yeah, that book. It actually went into
Bottomless pit. Oh wow.
That's why I don't understand why he teaching hell doctrine now. He had that book. He was teaching that hell wasn't dimensional plane.
Wow.
But even in known history, that's why a lot of those warmer climatal countries like Africa, Jamaica got colonized because Europe, the majority of their season there is rainy. It's dark, it's gloomy. I've watched videos about how they talk about Europe, where it rains so much. It's saturated and stuff. So they have to, they conquered parts of Africa. Was that King Leopold? He was one of them. Yeah. One of the devils went over there. But yeah, to escape Europe. Because it's so gloomy and a lot of the natural resources they don't have.
Even that's why Christopher Columbus came to the side. Over here, they was dying off. Because they couldn't plant food over there because the soil wasn't rich enough for them to grow. Sustain. That goes into the curse of Cain.
Yeah.
The little baby, the earth wasn't really.
Yeah. Well, you need sunlight as well as rain to make the crops grow. You just can't get water. You need sun too. You need a certain amount of UV rays.
They was dying. They don't use the mice almost died off at that time. That's why they came. That's why they figured out, find new land.
Yeah. Goes into that manifest destiny shit too.
This is from excuse me. This is from Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers. This is page 52. It says there is good reason to believe that certain Negroes and near Negroes rose to be Roman emperors. There you go. So the different Caesars that from 90 AD and upward were Israelites. Septimius Severus was an Israelite. He founded London. He actually started that city.
King James. King of England. What's his name? Hamlet or not. Last king of Scotland. Was he him? Was it Hamlet?
Wait, who that?
The last king of Scotland. I think Idi Amin.
Idi Amin, he was in Africa. He was more like modern time. But he ruled those. That was like not that long ago. That was like probably like 60s. Yeah.
Those were Jake's though.
Yeah.
Because we ruled, because you got the coat of arms. Germany, Scotland, Ireland, England, Britain, the UK, United Kingdom. That's Jake.
We had like Othello,
Oh, the Moors.
Even the composers of music,
Mozart.
Mozart now.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare was Jake.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's why they say out of the thou and thee, but that was the language back then too. Jake can be simple too.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Like, I used to believe that dumb shit too. Like, nah.
This is page 54, Nature Knows No Color Line by J.A. Rogers. It says, among Moors, which that just means dark skin or black. That's what they called them back then. Now they call us black. It says, among Moors who rose to great power were Emperor Macranus, that's the spirit. So that's who Gladiator 2 is based upon. Emperor Macranus.
Oh, wow.
Firmus and Emilianus Lucius Quietus, foremost military figure of Trajan's reign, and named by Trajan as his successor, was a Moor, was a so-called black man, Israelites. You know? So was Gildo, ruler of Africa under Emperor Valentinian, you know?
I want to see that movie never came out. Michael J. White.
Yeah, that would have been a bad movie. I seen the preview.
Yeah, that's dope.
I like that Jake.
Yeah, Michael J. White. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know you seen Blood and Bone.
Well, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
I
movies.
would love to
man.
see him play King David.
Absolutely, he could play King David. He could easily play one of the Maccabees.
Yup.
He like a mighty man.
Yeah.
You know, he just saying the truth, but
Yeah. They even some village in Africa crowned him as the king.
Yeah.
Over there. You seen that video?
Yeah.
Getting the honorary king over there.
He got that voice. I can imagine how King David talked. He got that real deep, real.
austere.
Yep.
And plus, he got the
Yup.
got the look to him.
Yup. Yeah. That's King David.
Yeah.
He got that edge.
Yep.
The Warriors.
That's what Esau's afraid of, though. Excuse me.
They do allow him to make a King David movie. You know, they want Esau gonna throw some salt and like make it, something's untrue or make it though his mighty men might be some Edomites in the group. You know what I'm saying? To make it look like it's a mixture. You know what I'm saying?
Well, can I just add this real quick? Because what happens in Hollywood, even some of the biggest movies they have friends that put money into the budget. Like that's the only way these movies get made is that they have to go to their rich friends and ask for loans for this script to take off the ground. Or they coming out of their own pockets with the money to make it. So that's why a lot of movies won't happen because there's nobody with money to back it.
Yeah, they got no finance.
No finance.
That's how it is in hip hop. Like if you trying to get a deal or come up with something, you might have some rich friends that might back you up to get your stuff going. You know what I'm saying? Get things popping.
Going back to that movie Gray State, it was never released, and the creator, him and his family were found, knocked him off. But they say he was, SUI,
Yeah, they say he used to work for FEMA. He was a FEMA soldier.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he already knew it was coming. He was thin.
He was an insider.
Yeah, he knew too much. He was bringing it out. He was showcasing it to the public.
But I remember back in 05, 06, around that time, I remember him getting killed. They'll say a movie director, aspiring movie director, his family got murdered. Right? At that time, we didn't know what movie he made, you know what I'm saying? But then, some years later, that came out.
Oh, wow.
I remember hearing that too. His family got killed off. But they just ain't tell you what movie.
That would have been a cold movie, man.
Yeah.
Just the preview alone, you watch that, you get chills.
Yeah, I did.
Like, damn. That would have been a cold ass movie, but that's the Lord.
You see, nobody has touched it yet.
Nope.
So it's something revolving around that.
Jacob Rothschild said it. Like, he called out the people that work for them to go out certain message truth out there. He said, attitude don't work for them. He said, I think a couple more, these troopers, they all work for them. So that dude that made that movie was authorized. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't working with him. He had us.
Yep.
He probably was a Christian, probably believed in the Lord. Well, not Yahushua, but because you do have the Bible Belt, which a lot of so-called white Christians, but they could be Jakes. You never know. And the angel gonna separate wheat and tares. But that zeal, Jake got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Back in Revelation 20, verse 1, now I saw the angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent. Why does it say old serpent?
That serpent from the garden.
Going back to the serpent from the garden, Esau, that fucking witchy enchanter, mad scientist spirit. That's Esau.
Yo, that's crazy because brothers from Mississippi camp, brother, I forgot his name, but the brother that be with cause he the one of y'all getting amped up too. He made a great, he's just saying speakers, man, not saying that's factual, but he was saying that the serpent had to be like if Adam was a king, the serpent had to be like some type of advisor that was by him, but going behind Adam's back, going to his wife and telling him like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do this, you got to worship this, you could be like God and shit. He was an advisor. I was like, that makes sense. That could be,
When you said that, that made me think of what's his name? Haman.
Yep. That's what he said. That's what he said. He's like something like him.
Yeah, that's what remind me of that serpery, slithery spirit, man.
Yep. You see that in most of those medieval movies. You always had a king, he had an advisor, but that advisor always behind his back trying to overthrow him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn demon.
Yep.
I've seen that countless times throughout history. It happened to David. They tried to put a curse on David.
Right.
So
how he was able to get close like that.
That makes sense. Back in Revelation 20 and 2, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, showing you that it's actually a man. And Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. So from about 90 AD to about 1492, Jake ruled. Jake ruled over Europe, man.
Yeah. There was even that queen over there. I think it was, I don't know if it was Queen Europa. I know that's who they named Europe after.
Yep, which was a
black woman.
So-called black woman.
But there was sugar cane being shipped from the Americas over there to England. I think they showed you in that Downtown Abbey, one of them newer shows they got out. But she was the queen over there. I know it was a book, something that was written about her, but she actually stopped the import of the sugar cane because she found out that so-called black people was over here being forced into labor as slaves to produce the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's it. That's documented in history too. Secular history.
So this is page 29, right? And 30 is dealing with ancient Greece, right? During the time of, the Hellenists, which the Bible talks about the Greeks, but those Greeks are Israelites who were Hellenized, right? So it says, Negroes were first worshipped in Greece and Rome, which when you read the Bible dictionary, it says not the Negro. When it's talking about Ham, because the Negroes always the Israelites. Yep. So this is talking about Israelites. It says Negroes were first worshipped in Greece and Rome, which shows you how people were there ruling. As the Lacedaemonians. It says white masses bowed down to black deities. Putin. What Putin brought up.
Russian icons.
The rites of Apollo were founded by Delphos and his Negro mother, Melanus, and the worship of Black Isis and Horus was popular in Rome, and that's the supposed to be Mary and baby Jesus, but that's really idolatry.
Right.
Jake was going off, but they were still ruling. It says, in the Roman colonies as far north as Britain, when this later evolved into the worship of Black Madonna and black Christ, Christian whites also bow down to them. So that's the cut right there. It's page 30. It says, in fact, there were even saying in Proverbs in favor of black people, which we know we're not black Israelites. An old English saying was to see a black man the first thing on waking up in the morning is an omen of good luck. So this is how they would treat us. You know what I mean? This is what they believe. But when they got to Americas, when they pushed white supremacy,
Yeah.
you didn't have that back then.
Right. Well, I think, wasn't it here in the Americas where they came up with the caste system of color?
Yep.
Of calling white people white, or I would say red people white, and brown people black. You know what I mean?
That's
really brown.
That was that tribe of Amalek.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amalek.
That's like the chief tribe of Esau right there.
Right.
As soon as we got out of Egypt, them niggas made war against us, man.
Right.
And then you had Esau, he wouldn't let us pass through his land, but we supposed to forgive him to be saved.
Right.
He was never a brother to us.
Right.
You know?
That's why they whacked J.F. Kennedy and his brother, because they was trying to tell us that. You know,
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob Rothschild, like, go
Get his ass out of there. Which that reminds me of what happened with Trump. We know that was set up.
Set up.
Or if it wasn't, then at least it was a warning shot. But there's all types of information coming out on how people been pointing out the shooter and they wasn't doing shit.
Exactly.
So they allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
Then he had the patch on the wrong ear.
Right. And what's so crazy, I always seen some way to try to blame Jake, or even, I think, women, because they was blaming it. I think they call them DDIs.
Yeah.
They were saying, and the fact that it was so many women inside the Secret Service, as far as securing the spot, which I could kind of understand that one. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, once again, women want to be in all these wars and shit, but they don't really understand what entails a lot of that shit. You know? These equal rights and all this shit. You know?
They gonna get equal rights and left soon.
You know what I mean?
And gun butts and
Right.
you know.
Equal rights and
Your face was still told.
Yep.
Military combat boots.
Yep.
Right.
You got equal rights.
Right.
This is page 31. Nature knows no color line. Says Negroes, as was said, were deified in early Greece. They appear as gods in Greek mythology. That should remind you of damn, what's his name? Hercules. Was that supposed to be Samson?
Mm-hmm. Basically.
You know? The chief title of Zeus, greatest of the Greek gods, was the Aethiops, that is black. You know, so that even going back to history, the ancient Greek pottery shows you the black Spartans, man.
Smart. Yeah.
You know, the different Israelite warriors,
Right.
you know.
Or even in what book was that? Wasn't they calling like who's that? Peter and them Apollo
Yep.
And Mercury, I believe.
Mercury. So I mean, they were Israelites. They were so-called black men, right? They had Greek names.
That goes back into those ancient Marvel comic books.
Yep.
Back then, that's what they put their comic books at.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. This back in Revelation 20:3, and cast them into the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and they got cast. Really, they went into the mountains, Caucasus Mountains of Europe, which reminded them of Mount Seir, Petra.
Patrick.
You know, and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more. So for that whole 1,000 years, he couldn't do shit. Jake was running things. You know, so all these movies he make about the Vikings, he's in the caves. You know, The Last Samurai, you not even Ammonite.
Exactly.
How you the Last Samurai? You know, he's the one that's been whitewashing things.
Last of the Mohican.
But we come out with the truth and he say, oh, we're blackwashing.
Right.
This is the truth. This is your history.
Well, they was upset with that Netflix movie about Cleopatra.
Yep.
The Egyptians over there, the new Egyptians, were upset that they was making her look as if she was a black, so-called black woman.
Well, she might have been an Edomite, because remember Ptolemy
Yeah,
came from Alexander, 4 generals.
right.
She could have been Edomite.
But that just shows how.
But she definitely wasn't an Ishmaelite.
Right.
Because now Ishmael rules Libya and Egypt.
Right.
Like it says in Ezekiel 38, Libya,
Yeah.
that's Ishmael up in there.
Right.
Boy, say eat.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Because you got a lot of Ishmaelites on some podcast talk shows cursing out, oh, we was the true Egyptians, no Africans, no black people wasn't no Egyptians. They doing what Esau doing to us about being the real Jews. and
Yep,
shit.
yep.
That's
That show you when people get displaced and they take over a land, they start to think that there was those people, like the lady at the well.
Yep.
She wasn't even an Israelite. Revelation 20:3, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years shall be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season. So his little season started in roughly 1492. Columbus sailed the ocean blue, came over here. 1619, slaves came over, up until now. But now we're at the end of the season, which is why it says that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that follows. Back in 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, because it's impossible to please the Heavenly Father without faith. 5, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that could come this summer, man. Later this year, the elections are coming up.
Fucking bitch. Talking about they serve Satan. They don't believe in God. Some shit in the word.
Yeah, I heard.
That's the spirit. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's what I heard.
That was the end deal too, You sit up here saying that, but you still serve the white people. You talk about you serve Satan. Right. Shut the fuck up.
Right. You gotta forgive Esau. That's the spirit.
I wish she would have stopped and came out here and said this. She would have got spiritual beat down out of her life.
Well, they're gonna die horribly.
Yeah.
2nd Esdras 15, verse 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's going to come in the form of World War III, martial law, FEMA troops, Gurkha troopers, the migrants that were coming up, Verse 6, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Esau, he fulfilled his lot, man. He got different countries promoting same-sex marriage. Transhumanism, transgenderism.
I'll just draw on that. Before we came in, how people would say, I don't care about, the LGBTQ, long as, they don't,
Come about me.
huh?
As long as they don't touch me, right?
Yeah, as long as they don't say nothing to me or nothing. But the thing is with anything, the small things like a cancer, it don't start out big, it spreads. It'll jump from one organ to the next. So eventually it is gonna mess with you, because now look at it now. You can't even say the F word without it being a hate crime.
And not, I'm sorry.
You can't even watch TV and your movies and cartoons. seen
It's
it
everywhere.
So that is affecting.
It's
That's-
affecting you now.
And it's being marketed and directed at your children.
Exactly.
You know, because the Bible says train up a child the way they should go.
Exactly.
So now, your child watch a movie, you think this is innocent. They're being taught all type of demonic messages and
Exactly.
ways that they're learning off this damn iPhone or tablet or YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, that's why these women they gonna die horribly, man.
They the main one got the little funny friends and shit. Oh, that's just, you know,
Well,
that's just Sharquan. She good.
That's like Lot's wife. You know, why did she look back? She had to have some more friends.
Yeah.
You know, more family members.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 15, at verse 7. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And we constantly complaining to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's what the Most High is looking for, man.
Right.
Ezekiel 9, he said, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for these abominations.
Yeah.
Single parent households, women ruling over men, women talking shit, women's rights,
Right.
you know, feminism, whoredom, you know, lewd behavior. People are freaking off in public. It's so much videos coming out. It's more and more people just having orgies and shit right in the public,
Right.
right on buses and auto zones and shit. You know, I don't be clicking on those videos, but you read and you see the thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's lewd.
Yeah. You gotta use your imagination on that kind of shit.
That's what they was going on in Rome. Boy had to see all that. That's why he was like, man, he was getting overwhelmed with that, watching
Got it.
that open.
Yep. Yep.
Well, even with the with like YouTube and Facebook and stuff, you know why a lot of stuff is getting flagged and stuff is because they have people that watch the videos, not just on algorithms. It's probably more now, but back in the you know near past, there were people that they paid to watch certain content to make sure it didn't get out. So, but these people ended up needing to see therapists because the shit that they was watching was starting to bug them out. I watched it on Vice News. It was crazy. It was like people like, yeah, man. You know, they had their face blacked out, their voice, but they were saying like stuff that they had us watch to try to stop the public from seeing it. We still was seeing it, and it was affecting them. That's why you see a lot of police officers off themselves because of the shit they see. Other than them being wicked, but you know what I mean? But it's a lot of shit they see that the human mind ain't meant to see that. You know, babies butchered up, you know, motherfucker have their body here. That shit crazy.
But you know what? That's part of the great miseries.
Yeah.
Because the Lord, He gonna make people see shit, man.
Right.
He gonna make you hear the blood curdling screams
Yeah.
of your neighbors,
Right.
woman being raped. It just came out that the I believe it was UN troops there. Another report that they messing with little children.
Of course.
I saw a brother did a video on that.
Yeah. All
You
that
know,
here.
so I believe it was in this country, but the migrants that were coming up, they were raping them, man, and
yeah, I think I heard
in
something.
mass, like
Yeah.
large quantities,
Yeah.
and people were turning blind eyes.
Yeah, well, they was doing that early on when the migrants was coming up, where the parents, they separated the children from the parents in the detention centers. They was, you know, molesting and having their way with the children, and even on the border, there was rapes going on. Because you can imagine what kind of sick fucking are in law enforcement. And now you in the middle of nowhere in the dark, and you got this female here, vulnerable, and you got a rapist mindset for a ISIS agent. Come on, what you think gonna happen?
Then this is children, man, toddlers, babies, preteens, girls and boys.
Yeah,
So we supposed to forgive this man to make it to the kingdom?
right.
He allows this shit to happen under his rule. You know, it says when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, people will mourn.
Exactly.
People were mourning, man.
Yeah.
This is Tobit 4:13. Damn, damn flies, man. Because they be pissing and shit out here. Smoking weed. Tobit 4:13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine. And you can't even apply that today with trying to marry the Israelite woman. That's the worst woman you could get. You know? They're heathens. You look at the white woman, oh, she's a heathen. Nigga woman's a heathen. Bitch got weave. You know, she wants a hot girl summer.
Right.
She's a heathen.
She want to look like a heathen. The blonde hair, the blue eye contacts.
Bleaching their skin.
You know what I mean?
Envy and the oppressor.
Yeah. Acting like them, talking like them.
Pressing their own people, their own man, even their kids. You know what I'm
Demons.
saying?
That's why Paul says good if a man don't touch a woman. Or if you do, be as though you don't have one. You know?
Yo, Apostle Ron, McCall was going off last night about, oh my God. He don't filter shit. You know, I had to watch that again. He had me dying. I was like, wow. We got a new one. Besides Big Shirley, got Lucia, was it the chick that from Morgan? Lucia, some shit like that.
I don't even remember that.
Respucia.
Respucia.
He said, man, I never take no Respucia, and I ain't gonna take none for the team either. They expect me to take the team. You think I'm gonna drink with a white woman that do a big black fat sing Lucia? Nah, nigga, I ain't taking nothing for the team. I don't want to rap. Yo, he was funny. But he was telling the truth though, like.
Hell yeah.
You know?
That's all he is. He hair had hooligans. They were being called Terminatrix.
Terminator. I like that one too.
This is Tobit 4:13. The last part, it says, in lewdness, for in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine. If you look up lewdness, it says like sexual perversion, like cruel sexual offensive behavior, like in your face. You know what I mean?
All that nasty.
Orgies, people having sex in public, all this shit. That's why the Lord is sending a famine here, man. You know?
Judgment. For sinning.
I'm still thinking about that. That end up saying was funny.
Oh, you see? Wow, she said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lewd and lascivious behavior.
Got it?
Lewd or lascivious. It says lewd and lascivious are legal terms that describe offensive sexual behavior. They are often used as a catch all term for sex-related crimes and can include acts such as touching someone's genitals, buttocks, the NBA,
NFL.
breast, fanatic, groping, masturbating in public, Pee-wee Herman, touching yourself.
Pee-wee Herman.
Yeah. Touching yourself suggestively, see?
But that's you see that shit every day.
And that was even in the 90s when Jake used to say, you get the Bozak and you grab they self, look on these nuts and all that nasty shit.
Yep, that's big in here in America.
Oh, look at this. It says two people making out basically in public That's lewd. Like they say, get a room. Exposing oneself to a non-consenting person. See, sexual assault or rape. Come on now. That's nasty. That's crazy.
2 Edges 15, verse 9. And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. That goes into the martyrs, because we still have brothers that are yet, you don't know, right, yet to be martyrs, because you don't know. And the brothers that passed away already, you know, and even the brothers that's not going to die, you know. It says 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. So later this year, they're going to rush their ass to the polls and they're going to vote for Trump this time, you know. But you shouldn't be voting for these devils anyway, because they're selected, they're not elected. It's already chosen, you know.
Yeah, but see, and that's why they make it, they kind of forcing you to vote Republican because of the dropping of the ball with Biden, you know, being so elderly and non
Coherent.
yeah, he's not fit to rule. He's sleepy. He's mixing up his words. Is it Alzheimer's? Is it Parkinson's? You know what I mean? Is it dementia? Like but they're forcing you to say, hey, either get this, two or lesser evil, or get this.
So it's like you have to pick Trump.
Exactly.
So pretty much, I believe he's acting.
Yeah.
You know, I could be wrong, but
Right.
I think he's acting.
Yeah.
But just like you said, the reason why he's acting like that is pushing people to Trump.
Either way it goes.
So now if Trump get in there, Nero, he's going to bring the draconian measures,
Right.
which I could see him getting back in there,
Right.
you know?
What's the scripture that goes into when who was that, Pontius Pilate, and they said who do you want to set free? And he said let his blood be on us and our children. So
Yep.
that's what's going to happen.
Yep, they say we have no king but Caesar, give us Barabbas.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a great point,
Yeah.
you know?
So they did. You did it to yourselves. You know what I mean? Satan gonna be like, I ain't make you do it. You did it. I just presented it to you.
2 Edges 15, verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. The modern day Egypt is America. So the Lord's getting ready to do something, man. You saw that angel by them brothers in Los Angeles. That's letting us know that we're going to be protected. The Most High got us, you know. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. And that's the second Exodus with the chariots this time, you know. And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And all this land gonna be destroyed by nuclear fire. Okay, before the nukes hit, there's gonna be plagues, locusts, wildfires, earthquakes, hurricanes.
Right.
You know, all this is the anger of the Lord. Plagues.
Diverse places.
Egyptian against Egyptian, plague.
Yeah.
Civil war, plague. Economic collapse, plague. Famine, pestilence, drought, plagues. You know? 2 Edges 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall bring upon it. And all these farmers are catching hell, all of them. All right, their crops not growing how they used to. They can't aggregate the soil. Okay, it says those that look out the windows will be darkened. So people are seeing that there's no future here, man. So it's going to be a reverse mass migration. There's going to be a lot of people trying to off themselves, man. You know, men shall seek death and not find it. You know?
And there's a heavy xenophobia about foreigners coming over to certain lands like China. You know, they've actually stopped a lot of people from being able to come over there in different religions. I think they were, I I think they were persecuting. It was some type of Islamic type of people over there in China. Because in China, there's a lot of different little ethnic groups within there, like the Southeast Asians, the Tibetans, what's the motherfuckers? The Nepalese people. They all from over in that region, India, all that China, all that shit. So it's different nationalities within there. So it's different religions. But China is one of the superpowers. So they've been oppressing Western type of ideas, or even just, it's called xenophobia.
Yep.
So anything non-Chinese, they've been putting a stop to it.
Yep. Especially the Bible.
Yeah.
The Bible is already banned in 52 countries. You know? Second Edges 15, verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn. That's these farmers. Because you tilling, you working the ground, you planting, you sowing, but you're not reaping. Because either you're in debt because the bankers are putting you in debt, or they're telling you that you gotta destroy your cattle, your crops, or we're gonna sue you. We're gonna take your land.
They take the GMO seed and plant it. So now that when the people get the food, they can't take the seeds themselves and grow their own food. Before you could get an apple with seeds, in it. Grapes with seeds, watermelons. Now you can't grow your own shit.
Verse 13, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail. Just like you said, through the blasting and hail, snow, thunder, extreme heat waves, with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, meaning destruction, man. The Lord's about to slay a lot of people, man. They're just gonna start. You're just gonna hear about them getting killed, dying.
What is it said? It's better to be killed by the sword than by famine.
Yep, because by famine you just wasting, you just pining away.
Yeah.
Think about all that pork. You used to eat all them crabs, shrimp. McDoubles.
Parasites and shit. Because the parasites crave the shit you eat, the sugar. So they gonna be kicking your ass in your stomach. Nigga, give me a Snickers. You know what I mean?
Oh, you have the Snickers. Are you're not you when you're hungry?
Exactly. I was angry. My bad.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me go to that. This is Second Edges 15 and 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So just like you said, it's a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. People going to do desperate things, man.
I'm gonna bug the fuck out after 3 hours, 6 hours of not eating. I mean, we used to fasting, so it ain't gonna really be too much. But anybody after 4 or 5 days of not eating, I think you die quicker from lack of water.
Dehydration.
So imagine the water. But through our faith, we shall eat while they starve.
You can go like maybe a week or two, maybe longer.
Right.
Of course, we got examples of men going longer,
Right.
but that's through the Holy Spirit. That's through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Most I ain't gonna put nothing on us that we can't handle.
Right, but these people here, they can't go 3-6 hours without snacking.
Meanwhile, brothers, we used to fast in 1, 2, 3 days.
Right.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Day of Atonement fast, which that's coming up too.
Exactly.
Yeah. Back in 2nd Edges 15 and 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. It's going to be all types of war: economic war, civil war, red state, blue state. This shit's going to be a fucking battleground, man.
Right.
Battlefield USA. And also we cannot forget about the movie Civil War that came out this year.
Yeah.
Then Trump gets shot. See? For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. In the Good News Translation, it says great political turmoil. dealing with your Senate, with your Democrats, Republicans, confusion, you know, riots, protests. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So it's gonna get to a point to where people gonna say, we don't exactly. We don't care what they gotta say. We doing what we gotta do for us.
Right.
If you take your ass to Texas and try to fuck with us, it's going down.
Yeah.
That's why I showed you on that. I believe it's Purge Forever. It happened in Texas.
Yeah.
Civil War. They said what Texas and Cali got together.
Yeah.
You know. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able because travel is going to be restricted. You know, because what? It's going to be lockdowns, 15-minute cities, things of that nature. You know, you ain't going to be able to travel how you used to, man. It's going to be checkpoints, quarantines, blockades, bridges taken out, martial law.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to need the chip.
Biker gangs.
Yep.
Militias.
Cannibals.
Yeah.
Like it show you that movie, The Road.
Yeah.
You know.
Freaking satanic cults and shit. All kind of weird shit gonna come out to the forefront.
Verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. I saw this one video on TikTok, of course, which is a lot of bullshit on there, but I like it because it's people that sharing their experiences. And what the dude was saying, it was a Jake, he was effeminate. But during the whole outage, right, he was a trucker. He got stuck in traffic, and he was bugging the fuck out. He didn't know what was going on, man. So it says, men shall be afraid. Imagine when there's bombs being dropped, shit that's going over there in Hezbollah and Damascus. Imagine when that comes here, man.
Yeah, I just got a chance to watch it at the movies the other night. What was that? What was that movie? I just watched it too. I can't remember the title. The one where they couldn't make noise.
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
Yep.
The first day, or day one.
Day one.
Yeah, I just saw that. So it was just like that. People were going about their day, and then all of a sudden, some shit started falling out of the sky. It looked like missiles and shit, but it started hitting. Boom! People started running like, oh shit! You know, I mean, a lot of it was just, you know, the whole alien thing, the aliens coming down.
But that's the angels, though.
Basically.
Yeah, you know.
You know what I mean?
But that's how they put it to you, Hollywood.
Right.
You know. But it.
My bad.
Oh, good.
You see the one with the Jake was over in Texas. She was crying, like she was like, ah! Like she saw, like she was hitting the high note, man. Like she was singing. She was bugging out, man.
What she
Like,
saw?
I ain't had no water.
Oh yeah.
I can't take this no more. Ah!
Yeah, I saw that. People are gonna bug out. You know, men are gonna lose it, so how much more women?
Yeah.
And that's just overpowered. But what about no food?
Right. Well, they've reported multiple deaths because of the heat. So that shit alone, like, you know, like my AC ain't as great in my crib. I got like large fans for the most part, and it'd be hotter than a bitch. So you can imagine just having no fan, no means of cooling yourself down, and these extreme temperatures, and the shit can kill you.
You could die.
You can heat.
I believe Las Vegas got up to 120 degrees.
Yeah, I seen 30 in some spots.
Okay.
I said, damn.
So yeah,
Man, heat ain't nothing to fuck. The people think cold bad. You think that the heat.
heat strokes.
I think I could deal with the cold. This heat is crazy. You know what I mean? Because there's no way you can cool yourself down. At least in the winter, you can kind of warm yourself up. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Being outside.
This is 2nd Esdras 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And that's women being out here with their ass out, just like in Philly, the man just ran in the store and just getting lewdness. Lewdness is the mother of famine, man. Just fucking went right on the woman's leg. You know, lewd, wicked, miserable behavior. But that's you, woman. You want to dress promiscuous, have all your ass out. That's why women should be covered up and dress modestly, man. That's a perfect example right there. Okay. You'll have little children getting ground up, starved out, parents being killed. All type of miseries are coming, man. You know?
Gangs begin.
Yep.
But they say they hasten the day of the Lord, but they don't know the day of the Lord is dark. Everybody want so-called Jesus to come back, but they don't know what that entails, though.
Yep.
You know?
I'm gonna get one more. No, it's 2:30. This is Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Because in Peter's it says, seeing these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be? So if you know what's coming, then you will repent and return to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know?
Just beg for mercy.
Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. And that's what you want, the sure mercies of David. You know, because we're not perfect, you know, but we're striving, we're trying.
Yeah.
You know?
We're not out here willfully sinning. You know what I mean? We slip up, we acknowledge it, we catch ourselves. And there'd be a lot of other people that make you sin. Like you said, with the women dressing half naked. We men, of course, we gonna possibly look and then think some, you know,
Crazy.
sexual thought, but then now she got a man.
But she didn't know that.
But we didn't know that.
But she out here with her ass out.
Exactly. Now we don't see women with men and then lust after them. But it could be just that little speck of you just looking over there and you see an attractive woman. You know what I mean? But you say, Lord, forgive me, you know what I mean, for the iniquity of sin, for the thought of adultery. Because you can even think adulterous thoughts and still be, you know what I mean, found guilty. You know?
Yep. This is this world.
Right.
You know, we got to get out of here, man.
Exactly.
You know? Verse 7, or verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, said the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. 10. For as the rain coming down and the snow from heaven and returning not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. You know?
Yeah. Sound like the Ursher, the bow.
Yep. The mighty Lord sending the plagues, who is he can turn them away.
Yeah, it's going to hit his target.
Can't stop it.
Huh?
You know, so with that, repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Mekach Wadash. Shalom to the elect.